Good evening. Today, the moment we knew was inevitable, but a moment for which we would never be prepared. Just hours after word spread that Queen Elizabeth was gravely ill, confirmation she had passed away at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, with some of the royal family at her bedside.
Doing her duty until the end. The Queen, frail, 2 days ago at Balmoral, Scotland. It was to be the final photo, greeting the new Prime Minister. Then last night, suddenly, the grim indication from the palace she was fading.
The Queen is under medical supervision at Balmoral after doctors became concerned for her health.
By chance, Charles, Camilla and Princess Anne were already in Scotland and raced to her bedside. Prince William at the wheel with the Queen's sons, Edward and Andrew, arrived just after she died. And Harry also missed the chance to say his final goodbye. The Duchess of Cambridge stayed in London to tell the children about their great-grandmother in person.
We now automatically have a new king, and it's literally been confirmed in the last few moments that the new king will be known as King Charles III. Now, at home you might be thinking, well, of course he would be, but actually when it comes to a change in reign, the new sovereign is able to choose a different name, and of course we've seen that throughout history. So instead of being King Charles, he could have chosen any of his other names, which are Philip, Arthur or George. However, we now know that he will be King Charles III. He also takes on other titles, so Head of the Commonwealth, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Supreme Governor of the Church of England.
Russia's President Vladimir Putin wrote a telegram to the new British monarch, King Charles III, to express his condolences on the Queen's passing. In his letter, he said, and I quote, "The most important events in recent history of the United Kingdom are inextricably linked with the name of Her Majesty. For many decades, Elizabeth II rightfully enjoyed the love and respect of her subjects, as well as authority on the world stage." He said to the new king, "I wish you courage and perseverance in the face of this heavy, irreparable loss." Putin ended by requesting that the new king convey the words of sincere sympathy and support to the members of the royal family and all the people of Great Britain. The Russian president made no mention of the British support for Ukraine during the ongoing war.
More signs of America's support for Ukraine. On only his second visit to the war zone since the conflict began more than 6 months ago, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made an unannounced trip to Kyiv. Blinken announced $2 billion in military assistance to Ukraine and 18 countries in the region to counter what he called Russian aggression. Also on Thursday, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, in a visit to Germany, announced a new $675 million aid package for Ukraine. The pledges come as Ukraine seems to have gained momentum on the battlefield, at least in the northeast, where an offensive against Russian positions in Kharkiv region have shown early signs of success.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un insists his country will never give up nuclear weapons, while the North has also passed a new law paving the way for the use of nukes if the country's threatened. You might think this all sounds rather dramatic, but Kim's words were pretty clear. He was speaking during a meeting of the Supreme People's Assembly, according to state media Friday. He insisted the North will never give up nuclear weapons, and there's absolutely no denuclearization and no negotiation and no bargaining chip to trade in the process. And then he also spoke of this new law allowing a nuclear strike to be automatically carried out if the North's in danger of an attack by hostile forces. The law gives Kim monolithic command and all decisive powers concerning nuclear weapons.
Meanwhile, on Thursday, the United States placed some sanctions on an Iranian company that had helped ship drones reportedly to Russia. It's also now warned non-Iranian and non-Russian firms against getting involved in helping out Iran either to make or to ship drones. The U.S. Treasury Department has placed sanctions on Tehran-based Safiran Airport Services, which it said was shipping Iran-made drones to Russia to help in the Russian invasion of Ukraine. It also said that the company was coordinating Russian military flights between Russia and Iran, including those that were used to ship these drones. On the 30th of August, a Pentagon official had said that Russia had in fact received the first shipment of what was expected to be the hundreds of Iranian drones.